You can't be here and love Jesus. It just doesn't work. He's going to convict you to the point where you have no choice but to release and let go of all the things that are corrupting you. And that's what he's done for me. And that's been my ultimate sacrifice. As a kid, I was always in church. My grandmother always took me. I remember going even as a baby. I remember being held in somebody's arms and they just losing their mind, clapping. I remember that. As I got older, I lived in a group home for 2 years of my life. I remember around that age, I was so angry with God because it was just like, why are you letting my life be like this? My parents don't love me. My brothers and sisters don't seem to care about me. My friends, they don't care about me. I just felt like an outcast. And when I was in that group home, I just felt so secluded and lost and forgotten about. And I never for once thought that Jesus was with me the whole time. I thought he was leaving me out. So I just was so angry with God. I hadn't been in church for a very long time, like years. I was just so distracted by the world and the temptations of it, and always allowing the distractions to overshadow Jesus. And once I got to that point where I was just tired of feeling like people could never be there for me the way I needed them to, it's that spiritual help that I needed that nobody could feel. Once I got to that point of feeling like a human couldn't help me, I was just like, God, please, can you please just place me in areas where I'm getting closer to you? So when I said that prayer, it was mostly just for some peace because I couldn't get that amongst humans.
When I first met Joann, she came to our bingo event. And she came to that because she wanted to have a good spot to bring her kids. And she thought a church was a great spot to bring.
I got this flyer in the mail about Shining Star Schools, and it was just talking about what they offer. So I was just like, oh, that could be great. And then I looked at the very bottom of it, and it was like $2,000 per. I said, hold up. We were struggling a little bit at that time. Money was tight and difficult. It was like just getting into our house. So it was just like, this could be something. I looked at that flyer. It was a sign. How is it that this school offering you finances and giving you the learning tools and necessities with hands-on teachers and educators, and it's connected to a church, and you just prayed to God not even a week ago? You want to change your life, put you in places with more people that loves him and serve him and want to be around people like that. And then here comes Shining Star sending you flyers. And then I had to go back to that prayer like, you really work fast. Because he knew I was serious this time. A lot of times I would make prayers similar to that, and he'd be like, whatever. That's what I felt. I'm not hearing that. But when my heart was really in it and I really felt it, he sent what I needed to be sent.
Invited her to do Bible study with me, and she said that's exactly what I need.
And it just felt like a breakthrough for me because I had spent so much time out of the word. I haven't read the Bible. I wasn't understanding the scripture. And sometimes that was maybe my biggest flaw for me personally, because I knew that if I didn't know his word, how am I going to get closer to him?
And as we studied the Bible, and as we did it week after week, slowly, in a way that maybe she didn't notice, she just got better and better at being a mom, better and better at being a friend, and she got more and more peace.
I knew it all was coming from Jesus, and I wasn't pulling away. I wasn't backing out, because a lot of times I would back out like, no, I'm gonna go to church, but then I don't. Oh, I'm gonna attend this Bible study. I don't. I wasn't prioritizing God the way that I wanted him to prioritize me. So the conviction really drove me there, and then the hunger to just know who he was, to just reconnect with God.
And then the baptisms took place where we baptized all 6 of her kids and renewed her baptism.
It ultimately set a fire inside of me to want to help teach too, to help preach too. Once you start feeling conviction, once you start feeling like there's a need for change, but you used to be content with your life, once you start feeling all those things, you know God is moving and he's there. And sometimes we like to reject it because it's scary. It's scary to be taken from everything you're used to something you have no idea about. But at the same time, it's even scarier to stay on a path of a place where you know it's not going to lead you anything good. It only lasts for so long. If you get away, God don't let us get away. He just give you time to change. And if you do, that's on you. The consequences are still the same for everybody. So I just know it's not always going to look like it's worth it. But allowing Jesus to really take the reins in your life and to really take the lead is going to be the best sacrifice you could ever give yourself. Sacrifice it for Jesus.